Hello everyone and welcome to Tidal Force Gaming's Overwatch Hero Guides. In these guides we will be covering a specific hero's stats, abilities, and also give general tips on when and when not to use a specific hero. For our first episode we will be looking at my favorite hero, Lucio. Lucio is classified as a support hero, and in my opinion he is the most useful support hero in the game currently. Lucio has 200 health points and a main weapon with 2 different firing modes. The Sonic Amplifier is the main firing mode. It fires in 4 round bursts and does 16 damage with every hit and has a slight pause between bursts. The Sonic Amplifier also does extra damage by landing headshots. You will be using this firing mode most of the time with Lucio. It's great at providing constant damage downrange due to it not having any fall off damage, although you won't be getting many final blows or solo kills with it. Also, if you're safely out of the range of a Torbjorn turret, I found Lucio's Sonic Amplifier is great at taking it down in certain situations. His secondary firing mode is called the Sound Wave. The Sound Wave is an extremely close range attack that shoots out a large burst of sound. The Sound Wave does 25 damage to those within the limited range. Most importantly, the Sound Wave will push other heroes back away from you and can even be used to launch enemies off the edge of the map. The Sound Wave is great at getting out of bad situations and pushing people off the payload or capture point. There's been plenty of times when I got hooked by a Roadhog, then used my Sound Wave to push him back and make a retreat back to safety. His main ability is called Crossfade. Crossfade can be switched between a heal and speed boost at any time and has no cooldown. Lucio's healing ability will continuously heal himself and teammates around him at a range of 30 meters, as long as they stay within the line of sight, meaning he cannot provide a heal or speed boost to teammates through walls. It provides 12 HP of healing per second to surrounding teammates within the range. You can tell how many teammates are within Lucio's buff range by the number in between his 2 crossfades. Once swapped to the Speed Boost crossfade, he provides 30% speed boost to himself and all teammates within range, which makes him the fastest moving hero in the game. This is very powerful at getting everybody back into the fight after spawning. A good Lucio will know when to use each crossfade ability given the situation. For instance, staying on the healing crossfade while everybody is full health is not going to be helping much at all, and vice versa. It would be better to switch to the speed boost in this situation to provide your team with extra mobility. This leads us to Lucio's second ability called Amp It Up. Amp It Up does precisely that. It amps up either his healing or speed boost depending on which one you have activated. Once Amp It Up is activated, it will last for a duration of 3 seconds. Healing is increased to 40 HP per second, and the speed boost is increased to 110% of normal player movement speed and has a 12-second cooldown. Choosing when to use Amp It Up also separates the great from good Lucio players. If you're pushing a point or payload and your team is taking damage, amping up your healing could make the difference between losing or taking a point. Same goes for the speed boost. I find myself amping up the speed boost when I hear an enemy use their ult. For example, if I hear Mei use her Blizzard ult, I'll amp up speed boost for the whole team to quickly move out of its radius. The Sound Barrier is Lucio's ultimate. Sound Barrier does just that. Provides everybody within range with the Sound Barrier. It provides those affected with plus 500 shield, although it does degrade 100 shield every second until you run out. Timing this ultimate can mean the difference between winning or losing. A well-timed Sound Barrier can result in your team having enough health to take a point or survive a devastating ult. Finally, there is Lucio's passive ability, his Wall Ride. He can run on walls for a brief amount of time by holding down the spacebar. He can also skate from wall to wall to chain advanced wall runs together to get to or around areas you wouldn't normally be able to. This can be used for flanking the enemy on certain maps. Although flanking with Lucio isn't that useful in my opinion, Lucio is best used by buffing your team or helping them push. You can even use his wall run to get above the enemy and contest a point while waiting for your team to make it back. Altogether, Lucio is a very strong hero you will probably be seeing in most games. Together with his ability to spam damage and heal make him excellent for capturing and contesting points. His high mobility can help get your team back into the action, and you can even bounce in and out of a point to reset the overtime counter while you wait for reinforcements in those close moments at the end of matches. Thanks for watching our first Overwatch Heroes Guide, and if you enjoyed, please leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe if you want to see more guides like this in the future with other content. This has been Ree with Tidal Force Gaming. If you have any suggestions or feedback to improve our content, please leave a comment and we hope to see you next time.